Hey everybody, Gisele Grenier here. Just a quick little video on a new project that I'm going to be starting, which is going to be based on skills development. Now, I've got 29 pages here from a poll that I did, and I'm going to fan the paper, but hopefully the microphone won't pick it up. There's a lot of stuff in here, and in each lesson, I'm going to pick one of the whether it was a feedback comment or a question or looking for advice. I'm going to pick one and focus on that for the particular project. What I'm going to be doing the skills development pieces on is another book of background series, and it's going to be a tiny one. Okay, because you can get them done a lot faster. And although this is going to date the video, but although we're approaching the end of a year, it's Boxing Day 2020. The crap storm from the pandemic that we're in, we're all locked up inside. Ontario is now in full lockdown because people aren't paying attention. Not going to preach, but I'm doing it on the small book of backgrounds because you can get more done. And this is just the large book of backgrounds that I did. And there's like, oh my God, this is huge. I mean, there's so much stuff that was done in here. And these are big, and I did get some feedback that it was a little large for people to be able to do it in one session because everybody, well, not everybody, but because a lot of people are home with families, they don't have the time to focus on working on a large piece. So I'm going way on the opposite side. We're going to work small. So with these ones here, this you can use heavy watercolor paper, 140 pound, mixed media paper. Hell, you can even use newspaper, glue a bunch together and cut them. You don't have to get fancy. Okay, you don't have to get fancy. And so the little pieces, now these are artist trading card sized, and I did them this way for a reason, because we're going to be doing all the backgrounds first, and then we can work on doing the art pieces. And the way that I can bind these, and that's going to be at the very end. Don't even ask me now about how we're going to bind them. It's going to be at the very, very end, because that's not the important part. The important part is doing the backgrounds, and then you create the art on top of that after all the backgrounds are done. I did them this size because I know from experience of doing this before that you'll want to split it, trim off the edges, and then give that away for whether you want to trade it or give it to somebody for inspiration. Okay, so that's that. So the focus for the book of backgrounds, I'm going to call the book of backgrounds 2021 because it's December, and I really would like to forget 2020. It's going to be on skills development, building up skills, whether it's going to be skills on mixed media, acrylics, doing faces, faces, or brain dead. That's another thing. When you have blank page syndrome or blank canvas syndrome or blank whatever syndrome, when your brain's going one way and your mouth is going another, guilty. The different things that you can do to work on that. Now, I'm only coming at this from my perspective. What I would really love for it, and not so much in YouTube because you can't share pictures and everything in YouTube is public. And you guys know how I'm anti-Facebook. We do have the Facebook group, the private Facebook group. You can request to join, but you have to be approved. It's a safe space. There's no harassment in there. You know, all the crap that's going on right now. This is a safe space where you can just go in there and be creative and talk creative and get feedback on creativity. Nothing else. No politics, no religion, none of that other stuff. Okay, it's just a creative space. So if you're already in the Facebook group, that's great. Depending on where you're watching this video, that's where, if you can let me know if there's anything specific that you're looking for. I am going to be doing videos where I'm going to post them on YouTube and on my Facebook page and in the Facebook group. But where I do all the commenting and stuff like that, because I'm only one person and I also have a business on the side where I create websites for creatives, is I do my engagement in the Facebook group because I just don't have time to be everywhere. Let me know what you're looking for. If there's a specific skill that you're trying to master, and I also have a poll in YouTube and I have one in Facebook as to what you're looking for, because if you're on YouTube, I've noticed that you're looking for one thing, but if you're on Facebook, in the Facebook group, you're looking for something completely different, which was pleasantly surprising on the differences in both groups. So I am going to be doing different themes every week. And I wrote it down, but it's over there. So I'm going to be doing a skills development, a mixed media, and an acrylic project. So there's 3 projects a week, and they're focused on beginners. You who want to get started, but you have that nagging little voice in your head saying, you don't have the right supplies, so why bother? Or you're hearing, somebody saying, oh, that's ugly. You shouldn't be doing that. Or you should be doing this type of art. Screw that. You do the art for yourself. Or for you who creates a piece of art that you absolutely love, only to have a family member or a friend or a spouse to say, I don't like that. Okay? That comes from experience. I had Joe do that to me once. Not from a place of being mean. Art's subjective. Okay? What I like, you may not like, and what you like, I may not like. That's nature. That's what art is about. That's why, we have artists now that I don't understand how they can even classify what they're doing as music, yet they're super popular. I'm a Beatles fan. Some people say Beatles, ew, ugh. It's freedom of expression. It's your opinion. So that's fine. Art's the same way. So if you're finding that you're afraid of doing art because of what other people will think, who cares what they think? Do the art for yourself. And if you're still, even with that, me saying that, you're still afraid of doing art, other people seeing it, you do it into a little journal like this and you keep it for yourself, because that you can hide in your pocket. Nobody has to see this. And we're not going to be doing art journaling where you're going to write your feelings and all that stuff. That's something completely different. And there's plenty of other specialists that do that. My focus is on getting you to express yourself through the form of art. That's my goal. That's my job. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. So I hope that you join me with this. And I should have done this video before doing the last few videos. But I hope that you join me with this. And again, please remember that if you're watching this on YouTube and you post a comment and it takes me sometimes weeks to answer, I do all my engagement in the Facebook group. I just don't have time to be everywhere. On top of that, all the comments in my YouTube channel are held for moderation, and I have to read every single one, and I release it because I do have some younger people, including my grandkids, who watch my YouTube videos, and sometimes there's trolls out there, and I really hope that none of these trolls are watching. There's trolls out there and people that just have nothing better to do with their time to post nasty stuff. My feeling is that I'm taking the time to do this. I am not getting paid. This is free. I'm teaching you for free. And I've retired. I don't teach for income anymore, and I don't do commissions anymore. Please don't bash me because I talk too much or whatever. Okay? I'm doing the videos to help beginners who needs to have stuff explained. Also, please don't make fun of my hair or because it's blue, or my glasses because, they're black, or because my face because I'm overweight. Don't do stuff like that. It doesn't solve anything. And if you don't like my art, that's fine. Just back out of the video. Just don't go on a rant about, everything that I've done wrong, because that post is not going to be approved. Okay? So just don't waste your time and don't waste my time. I had to say that because a young person who's been following me for years was really upset about a comment that she saw. And I think she misunderstood the comment. So the comment that somebody left, it was a critique that the person was doing, not to be mean, but just be aware that if you're posting a comment on the YouTube channel, it's going to take a while for me to get to it. Okay. But go into the Facebook group and, if you need feedback, that's the best place to go, because you have to be approved. And if you somehow get in there and you are a troll, watch out. The group that I have, the Facebook group that I have, and especially I have Michael Ann, who's the moderator, and Gail, plus the others. You won't last in that group if you're there just to be mean. Okay, because it's a great group. Right now, I think there's only one guy in there, Danny. Hey, Danny. But it's a fantastic group, and people in there sharing comments and sharing ideas, posting pictures of what they've done. It's a whole different things. We have some people who work on mixed media, and some people who work on like gothic stuff, and some that focus on drawing, and some that are writing books, and some that are illustrating books. It's a whole different subset of things, and it's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so that's that, and now I'm really going to sign off and close this video. So I hope to see you in there, and I hope that you join me for the Book of Backgrounds 2021. Until then, stay inspired.